A new report out in the New York Times claiming Sunday worship services are, quote, a major source of COVID-19 cases. It found 40 churches connected to around 650 cases of the coronavirus. But where does that number stand in comparison? Joining us to talk about this and how churches are handling COVID-19 is Dr. Ed Stenser. He's the Billy Graham Chair of Church, Mission and Evangelism at Wheaton College. Dr. Stenser, as always, great to have you back on the broadcast. So, sir, what do you think of this article in the New York Times? Is there error in their claims?
Well, I don't know. I mean, they claim was 650. I think the challenge is to use the term that that's a major cause or a major spread of COVID-19. When we have 3 million cases, they talked about 40 churches, 650 cases since the beginning of the pandemic. Let me say, I'm one who's been super cautious about churches regathering. I've run resources and written on the subject widely. I'm not in a rush. My church isn't meeting. But to say churches are a major spread when 650 cases out of 3 million, that's kind of not the language that I'd use in the headline.
Yeah. During this pandemic, as you know, there's been a lot of outcry from Christian leaders about social distancing restrictions, discriminating against churches, as many governors didn't allow services to take place but kept other essential businesses open. Is this NYT article just another example of bias or targeting of churches?
Well, when I wrote in an article and I responded to it in Christianity Today, is that this was a headline in search of a story. The story actually tells that a third of the cases related to churches were from one church in Oregon that didn't follow protocols. And what I would say is, I mean, there's good quotes, there's good information in the story. The framing of it is the problem. The churches have been significant partners working with governments, local, county, and state health departments, and are not culprits here. They're partners here. And I found the framing of the article unhelpful. Is it a result of bias? I don't know. You know, editors pick headlines rather than the reporters. What I would say is it framed the story in a way that was unhelpful and I think untrue. Here's another way you could frame it. Only 650 cases traced to churches among 3 million people who have been diagnosed with COVID-19 in the United States. Churches are doing well. They're being cautious. Pastors love their people just like health departments do, and they're making wise choices by and large.
Yeah, real quickly, last few seconds, what would your advice be to churches who are open and those who are attending?
Yeah, I would say follow social distancing protocols, follow cleaning protocols. There's lots of resources online now how to do that. Make wise choices as you regather.
Yeah, okay, terrific. Thank you so much. As always, Dr. Stenser, thank you for coming.